Today there are a lot of updates from the Kursk direction. Here, Ukraine's precision airstrikes have begun targeting a surprising and covert element in Russia's war effort, namely North Korean forces in training. The exposed vulnerabilities of these concentrated units, undergoing a last-minute change of plans in their integration with Russian brigades, are creating critical opportunities for disruption. Recent intelligence has revealed a secret Russian plan to deploy North Korean troops in the region, but instead of forming standalone North Korean units adhering to their own military tactics and standards, Russia opted to integrate these troops into existing Marine brigades. This approach aimed to camouflage their presence while leveraging Russian command structures, aligning North Korean forces with Russian operational needs. A key element of this plan was the formation of so-called special Buryat battalions. Officially labeled as volunteers, this designation exploited the physical resemblance between Buryats, an ethnic group in Russia, and Koreans, in an attempt to obscure the identity of the North Korean personnel. These battalions were intended to blend into the Russian Marine brigades, starting with the 155th Brigade, which had begun initial training exercises with the North Korean soldiers. However, the plan quickly unraveled as the 155th Brigade suffered catastrophic losses in Kursk after being thrown into relentless frontal assaults again and again by the Russian commanders, effectively ceasing to function as a combat-effective unit. The brigade's destruction disrupted the integration process, leaving North Korean troops without functioning partner units. This forced the Russian command to adjust its strategy, as reports now indicate that Russian airborne units have been redeployed to Kursk specifically to facilitate the integration of North Korean troops as replacements for the destroyed Marines. Elements of the 76th VDV Division, including the 104th Regiment, were redeployed from other fronts to Kursk, evidently to backfill losses and create a framework for training North Korean detachments. Joint training exercises are reportedly underway, marking the first stage of their operational integration. Such big redeployments create movements that are easier to track, which help the Ukrainians to localize force concentrations and training bases. In the face of this development, Ukrainian commanders decided to actively target them and disrupt their deployment on the battlefield. As part of a broader effort to prepare the battlefield for an airstrike campaign against concentrated enemy forces, the Ukrainians destroyed a radar station of an S-400 air defense system in the region. With the skies clear, the Ukrainian Air Force conducted a precise JDAM strike on a Russian deployment site located southeast of Sudzha, using a Su-27 fighter jet. Geolocated footage from a Ukrainian surveillance drone shows how two JDAM bombs destroy a large building used as a base by the Russians. This was the first attack, and such moves served two purposes: degrading Russian operational capabilities in Kursk and disrupting the integration of North Korean troops, signaling Ukraine's readiness to exploit the vulnerable positioning of newly arrived VDV units and North Korean troops as they train and prepare together. Overall, Russia's reliance on North Korean troops highlights the severity of its manpower shortages. The attempt to conceal their deployment under the guise of a special Buryat battalion reflects both the Kremlin's secrecy and its willingness to adapt unconventional strategies. However, the integration of undertrained North Korean personnel into depleted Russian units is unlikely to yield significant tactical advantages, especially given the high attrition rates already suffered by Russian forces in Kursk. The coming weeks will likely see intensified Ukrainian airstrikes on Russian and North Korean troop concentrations, aiming to preempt any offensive operations and further destabilize the Russian command structure in the region. I have extended the Black Friday deal for several more days. So right now, you can still get substantial 40% discount on our exclusive strategic insights and tactical analysis videos. If you wanted to support my work but never got a chance, now is an ideal opportunity to make a purchase. The discount will end this week, so check out the link in the description to take advantage of this offer before it expires. Your support makes a decisive difference for our ability to continue producing these reports.